Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lev here. Today we're diving into the PRSM branding stuff, and I'm going to walk you through something that's not always talked about, and yet I believe it's super important to know. Is the Typeform. It might not seem like a big deal, but it actually plays a huge role in signing clients, and not just any clients, signing good clients specifically, because I believe that working with bad clients will just give you the negative experience that you don't want when you're just starting off with PRs and branding. So just before we start, this video is mainly about the overview of my personal Typeform that I use to filter leads into good and bad. And if you're looking how to create a good Typeform for yourself from scratch, then I'll create another video for that soon. It's really simple though. But in this video, I'll just show you what do you need to have in your Typeform and kind of going through on what I have so you can have an understanding on how to create a good Typeform. Okay, let's dive into the beginning. Why do you need a Typeform? So you need your Typeform in order to filter the good and the bad clients based on the response that they provide in the Typeform. You use it mostly for your incoming leads, not reaching out incoming leads. It's really important because if you are sending the Typeform to the people who are interested and you're reaching out to them, then it will likely end up in them not filling the form up just because they don't feel the urgency. It's because you're the person who is reaching out, not them. And I believe that it's really important to have a good Typeform so that you have the basics to some questions you can go over on the meeting that you sign if they're a good fit, and will just help you to understand if the client is worth to work with. Okay, so here I got a structure layout of the important things that you need to have in your Typeform in order to receive the most out of your client's information that they provide, so that you will be more confident for upcoming meetings with the client right after they fill up the Typeform and to find out if they're a good fit to you. So first thing is the intro and contact information. I'll be showing my Typeform that I'm using to signing in my clients so that you be more confident in visualizing the information. Okay, so here we got first page, as I've mentioned, the contact information. So please fill in your contact details so we can reach out to you about your brand. Here they can write the name, phone number, email, company, and all the information that I need in order to reach out to them, and so I can have their name. So it's just easier for me to communicate afterwards. Okay, so second point is qualification basics, the industry, niche, what role they're playing in that business, and their biggest challenge. So that way I can have some information that I can base off my questions afterwards in the meeting. So here I go what best describes you. Then what type of service does your brand provide? Type of service. So all of those questions until the very last couple of questions, they're all based on the second point. And let me just quickly open up my workflow. So here, as you can see, it's all structured in this way. So once the customer fills up the information over here, they go into the next slide where it asks you about the client, about the information about their business. It's either e-commerce or service based. What type of service do they provide? Goes to the question. So if they answer e-commerce, which is essentially a clothing brand, they move on to this branch. They currently run ads, and then all this. But let's get to the most interesting one. So it's service based. For service based, I actually plan it out in like a whole branch. So on this question, you can see it says right here, what type of service does your brand provide? Um, if I got any exceptional answers, such as, for example, real estate, then it moves on to question 5. You can create like a pattern, and it will follow it. So type of business provide the referrals. Yeah. So uh, back to the third point, goals and budget. So this is also something that I've already included in my Typeform. It's not really a warm up question, but it's just, for me to get to know them better, for me to get to know their business better, and just kind of see all the difficulties that they're facing, and how I can help them. Okay, so then the last part of it is the thank you and the next steps. Now, on this part, it's really important that you add the Calendly link. So, in that case, uh, if they qualify and the response is they fit your needs, then they get the opportunity to fill in the Calendly link, which will then allow them to fill up a date and just book their meeting. So it's not me, contacting them on WhatsApp and saying when are you available for the meeting. They're choosing the meeting date themselves and the time. And if that time doesn't work with me, I'll reach out to them and just reschedule it. So let me just show you how it looks in my top form. So this last question is pretty important for me. This, as you can see in the workflow, it will really drives into the fail and the pass and the fail zone. The question: if after our call everything satisfies you, would you be open to a one-time payment to start working with us? This is really important. It kind of filters if they're going in the pass or fail section. This is the pass, this is the fail. So obviously, if they reply uh, to this question, if they reply no at this time, then there's not really a point of working with them, because they're not comfortable in providing you with that payment. Maybe if you're just starting off, then all the answers would be a pass, because you gotta work some time for free in order to build up your portfolio. That way you have some results to show to the other clients or brands or whoever you're working with. But one important thing, it's really important that client. When I say free, I mean client pays for the ads, but they don't pay you anything. So that way, you will, yeah, you might be driving them good results, but usually when you're just starting off, if you don't have a mentorship, or you're just starting by yourself, then it won't be you won't be as affected, um, just because you're just starting off. So you can build up the portfolio that way. That's what I did, and that's what really helped me. But back to what I was saying, if they reply not at this time, then obviously I won't be working with them. Yes, if the plan fits our needs, and only if the offer brings clear value. In that case, they move into A. So content, go back to content, ending. So it says, thanks for applying to scale your brand. We've received your info, and now let's book your free onboarding call. Tap the link below to select the time. So this is the Calendly link, and on this link, they can book their call, and from there on, you can start off and kind of have your meeting set from there. But if they on the last question they said no, we're not ready to invest in it, then they get to this slide. Hey, thank you again for your interest, and yada yada, all of this. Alright, guys, so that will be a wrap up for this video. Hope you found it useful. There will be more videos like that coming soon, so stay tuned for that, and just subscribe and just keep grinding, bro. Just keep working. I definitely recommend you trying PRSM branding. It's a complete life changer. All right, peace.